Good evening, Cancerians. Welcome to your October 2024 Kabbalistic Tarot card reading. Let's get it started. Call upon thee, Iao, that thou wilt send Heru, the great angel, son of the operation of this secret wisdom, to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. Okay. Cancer. Pardon my voice today. I am still overcoming a cold, not COVID, I hope. Yeah. So that's why I sound like this. It will be a Tree of Life spread because we're working with Kabbalah as well as the Tarot and astrology. We are all inclusive here at Spirit Wars Tarot. If you would like to book a personal reading with yours truly, all the information to do so should be in the description box below, and if it's not, I'm not very hard to find. There's also a Spirit Wars Facebook page that contains all the readings, and I recently put out readings for sale on the Facebook Market. I don't think I put any title in there. I will. So you can find me there too, very soon. And who knows, I might even get a website one of these days, but it's not about me. It's about us. Us Cancerians. Spirit. What do we Cancerians need to know? What do we need to look out for? What do we need to be made aware of? How can we best help out the Cancer community for the month of October 2024? Please and thank you kindly. Okay. Okay, that felt good. I will draw the cards, and then I will read the tree. Princess of Wands, bottom of the deck. Cancerians, let's do it. In the All, Pure Consciousness, you have the Prince of Discs. In Wisdom, we have the Sun. Nice. In Understanding, we have the Chariots, Cancerian energy. In Love, Generosity, Subjective Experience, we have Ten of Swords, the Lord of Ruin. In Power, by Mars, we have the Queen of Discs. Nicolas Cage is the Queen of Discs. I learned that today. Okay. In Truth, we have the Queen of Swords. That's a good place for her to be. All right. In our Victory, we have the Ten of Cups. Ooh, 2 tens. Very interesting. All right. In Splendor, we have the Four of Discs, Lord of Earthly Power. In our Foundation, which is our rulership, we have an Ace of Swords. And what we manifest in the month of October 2024 is brought to us by the Magus of Power. Sorry, been inside too long. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Cancer, for being here. Cheers. This is a dicey looking tree. Very curious. There are 3 core cards. We got some people in our lives that are very big influences on us, it appears. And there's 2 tens. 4 small cards all together. And 1, 2, 3 majors. So it looks like the big influences are things that we bring about and people we know. Not so much the major energies of the universe. But that's just a prediction. It's going to be different for everybody. If you're a Cancer moon, Venus, rising, sitting, whatever, this is for you. If you're a cross watcher, I don't get it, but welcome. Let's get right into it. pure consciousness, we have the Prince of Discs, airy part of Earth. Yeah, the Prince of Discs is kind of like the Prince of Wands, whereas the Prince of Wands has an idea and then kind of rolls with it, right? Air of fire, mind into action. He is air of earth, mind into change. So he gets an idea and then he rolls with it and makes changes. Think of a Wall Street broker or a used car salesman. That's kind of a bad example. Someone who's good with money, with financial matters, and influential very much. A hustler and a bustler. All these things in the back of him that look like ski balls are actually grapes. And every time I look at him, I think he looks like he's bouncing a basketball and he's coming down the court, right? But he's not. And that's just me because I like basketball. So there it is, you know that. This being in your pure consciousness, your pure awareness, I would say that in the month of October 2024, Cancer, we are looking for change, more or less. Either here, from there. We're very energetic about it. We're very confident in the way we go about it. And we're very capable. And we're aware of this, for better or worse. We can bring about change, and no one's going to stop us. Whatever thought comes into our mind, we are rolling with it. And I say this is you because, or us, because this is in pure awareness. And unless you are really into some kind of Prince of Discs, which, you know, I'm guilty of, but I just don't see that taking up pure awareness. It's possible though, so anything's possible, right? We just gotta be aware of it. Now, that breaks out. It's a hot, expansive force in the world of emanation where we just kind of have desires and ideas and nothing's really happened yet. Wisdom is the sun. The sun is the happiest card in all the tarot. And look at it. Why shouldn't it be? Yeah. The sun, this card always reminds me of, I don't want to say the happiest day of my life, but happiest moment of my life. What was I doing? I was just laying out in the sun with someone I really cared about. That's it. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing a damn thing. And it wasn't even my idea. It was the other person's idea. And I didn't want to do it. And we got there. And I'm just like, you know what? This is pretty nice. This is really nice. Why is this so nice? I don't get it. And then I checked later. I had this card come up under my Mars, under my power. I saw it as a challenge. But, you know, that's me. This being wisdom, I feel like it's saying to stop and kind of smell the roses a little bit. Let's see what this card is. This card is appreciation. It is success, recognition, public notice, applause, vivation, jubilation, vitality, trust, attainment, recovery. All these good things, all these happy ideas. And I guess that's why I kind of get the impression your wisdom, our wisdom, I'm going to say yours probably because this is reading for you, Cancer, but I'm also Cancer, so it's that meta thing. But yeah, the sun and wisdom. I also feel a big sense of just go for it, whatever it is. If something feels, if you're uneasy about something, if you're on the fence about something, fence, chariot, go for it. You don't know why, but that's how wisdom works, right? Or it doesn't work. How does it work? I don't know. That's the fun of this. Okay, so happy times and wisdom. Go with your gut. What makes you happy? Follow your bliss. Joseph Campbell, rest in peace. Okay. In cool consolidated form, in the world of emanation, understanding, ruled by Saturn, we have the Chariot, Cancerian energy. This is us. Whoa, okay. I like this card. I like this card a lot. I think it's a little weird that he has a crab on the top of his head, but you know, whatever. We're a crab, and that's Cancer. Mm-hmm. I like the armor. It's very cool, very Darth Vader-y, and is a metaphor for our protective shell, right? And he's very focused, and he has the Wheel of Fortune here in his hand. Some people will say it's something else, but that's what I like to see, or that's what I've learned, and that's what I see it being. And he's controlled by these four gargoyle-looking mofos, and they kind of represent the will versus the desire. And I'm getting all into the card, and I need to get back into the reading, the mechanical plane. Here we go. What you need to understand, Cancer, is what it is you need to do. This card speaks of inwardly attuning oneself towards a goal. All right, and it wants you to tackle a goal immediately, decisively, and with purpose. It doesn't want you to think that just by setting out towards the goal, right? Having a mentality or awareness that I need something to change, just by doing that it's over. And that's enough. No. Chariot wants you to do it. And don't stop until it's done. It's a little bit of an intense card. It's Die Hard. It's the major arcana. I like to see it as the first major arcana. I mean, the Emperor is pretty tough, right? He comes in, he says, I have all these rules and ideas about who I am and what I'll allow and won't allow. But the Chariot's the first card that really steps up and says, okay, I'm going to handle this shit. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to take care of it. Don't worry about it. I got you guys. Let me suit up. And that's what you need to understand. Again, ruled by Saturn, limits, endings, stuff like that. Something is coming to an end or a close, and it's time for you to close it out, the change, whatever it is, perhaps. It's also a thirst for adventure, is a mode of departure, is faithfulness, obedience, very self-assertive kind of card. This being an understanding is, I just get this sense of we're not playing around in October 2024. This is nice, right? We're following our bliss, but we're also taking it seriously. But not too seriously. Just seriously enough to see a goal to the end. Now, we move into the world of creation, right? Where our desires and ideas begin to take form, begin to, we start to do stuff about them, right? We start to create, right? Lon-Mal Duquette says that the first world is where you just have a desire. God has a desire, us as God has a desire to sit. And here's where we start to think of what a chair is. Do with that what you will. I think it's really interesting, but okay. Hot expansive force in the world of creation, love, subjective experience, if you will. Mars and Gemini, Ten of Swords, Lord of Ruin. This is mercy, has said something to be grateful for. Ten of Swords, just Spirit Wars, what the hell? That is not love, that is not... How could that be love? Well, my fellow Cancerian, I will tell you in just a moment. This is an ending. Something's over, and it hurts. Tens are too much of something, they're an overflow, and they turn into somebody else's ace. In this case, it turns back into our ace in our rulership. And this is our exaltation. This is very curious. Okay, so it seems like some ending will turn into a beginning, but first, we have to go through the ending, and it looks like we bring it on ourselves. We bring it upon ourselves, which we always do. Not just Cancerians, but everybody. This is the ego killing the ego, which only the ego can do. And the ego can only hurt the ego or help the ego. It's that. And it's also speaking of Yeah, just an ego death. I don't want to get too heavy on the death stuff, but it's an ending. And it was coming. It was coming. Now it's ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is our generator of faith, our greater benefit, gives us what we want, even if it's over optimistic about it, a little crazy about it. And it looks like we got a little cocky about something, a little crazy about something, perhaps someone. I'm not seeing this as a love relationship reading as of yet, nor do I think it's going to turn into one. But I see us rushing out into the sun, and then through the path of the Hierophants. You see, has said, love, generosity is created from everything else, but it's also created by wisdom. So, and it's Sun in Gemini. So it's like we got a little cooked, but we're okay. Some Star Wars. And that's also kind of the message of the card. It's rock bottom, it's a low point, but there's hope because there's no more tens and it's over. This is the hardest card I have trouble finding something good to say about, but that's the one thing. Once you hit rock bottom, the only place to go is up and forward, or any other way you want to go. But yeah, there's a rock bottom coming in October. Ego death. And we move on, and we move into Mars, into power. And there, we're greeted by the Queen of Discs, the earthy part of water. She is practical, she is quiet, she's stable, she's fruitful, she's nurturing, she's helpful, she's supportive. See, she feeds all the land here because she's water of earth. And yeah, she's just a really cool girl or guy, you know? Now, this could either be someone in your life who's possibly helping you get over this Ten of Swords, or it could be someone that is straight up challenging you about this Ten of Swords, telling you, Cancer, what did you think was going to happen? Running out into the sun with that person, or with that idea, or that idea of a person. What did you think was going to happen? You know, come on in, you know, take your shoes off, I'll make you a sandwich, but what were you thinking? What did you think was going to happen? This is Mars. This is survival, adrenaline, anger, all that stuff. That comes at you hard. Especially in the morning. You know, I don't want to get up. Mars is like, get up, wake up, Cancer. What did you think was going to happen? I love you, but what did you think was going to happen? And apparently, we thought a lot of things were going to happen. We thought too many things were going to happen. But we gave it our all. With that Chariot and understanding, I see that we gave it our all. And maybe that was the problem, but that's not our problem. Or maybe it's the other way around. Yeah, that's what I see the Queen of Discs doing for you, Cancer, in the month of October. I don't see it as you, but I do see it as someone in your life, for better or worse, and kind of confronting you about it. Not in a you did wrong, you know, to hurt your feelings kind of way, but just to kind of get you out of a myopic point of view. Okay. Now, all that is balanced by truth, right? We have love, power, balanced by truth. And in truth, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, she, on the other hand, she may come in and say, you were fucking idiot. Cancer, you were very stupid. And I'm going to laugh at the fact that you had a Ten of Swords moment in October. Ha ha ha. In a loving way. Because that's who the Queen of Swords is. She's very assertive. She's seemingly cold, but she's unafraid. And she's not showy. And she's very direct and straight up. And she's familiar with pain. So she gets it and she empathizes. Again, I don't see this being you, but I do see this being someone in your life that you're dealing with in October, or perhaps, someone who you know who is a Queen of Swords or has a Queen of Swords kind of mentality and attitude, and you coming to this truth, this ego moment of, oh, I was a little naive there. This is, something like that. I just see you feeling judgment towards yourself. Well, we are Cancer. You're very critical of ourselves. And this Queen of Swords is very critical of others. And I see this, maybe it is you being critical of yourself, be it through another person or just yourself. We're all just other people anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I see you being a little hard on yourself, a little, perhaps a little self-pitying. We are known to do that as well. And just feeling kind of bummed about it, whatever it is. And you feel like this is your truth. In the month of October 2024. All right. Now we move into the world of formation. This is where La-Mal Duquette says that we start to get the blueprints for this chair, or whatever it is we desire. In Victory, ruled by Venus, you have Mars and Scorpio, 10 of Cups, lower satiety, second 10 in the tree, right underneath the 10 of Swords. Excuse me. The path of fortune. Now, this is an tens are an overabundance of whatever suit they're in. And this is too many emotions. It could also be you pushing past your limits and pushing your emotions to create a family for someone, or for yourself, but for other people as well. What I see here is you got to feel it to heal it. And you're going to feel it. You're going to make yourself feel it. You're going to OD on your feelings. And that's going to be really good for you. I'm not sure why. But you're going to cry, you're going to laugh, you're going to look through yearbooks and pictures and whatever it is you have to do to get over this 10 of Swords. And you're just going to let it out. Maybe you go see family and you tell them about it and it's nice, and it's just, I just see a heightened state of emotions, emotional awareness. Again, too much, but it looks like it's needed here. Relationships, values, and balance. Yeah, I definitely see other people being involved. And perhaps the situation is not even something you want to do. Perhaps a friend comes over and says, let's get you out of here. Let's get Cancer. Let's get him to Chili's or wherever. And let's get him out of the funk. And you don't want to go, but the Mars in you says, wake up, Cancer. And you go. Perhaps the Queen of Discs is there too. Perhaps the Queen of Swords. They can be guys too. They can do whatever they want. Okay, we move into Splendor, right? And this cool consolidated form in the world of formation. This is where we take a step back, relax everything from Victory, from Niktak, and we just kind of take a look and see how everything's going. And it's nice. For the most part, it's ruled by Mercury, thoughts, communication, travel. You have the Four of Discs, Lord of Earthly Power. And this is a card of coming to a place where you have stability in your earthly things and your earthly in change. Right? You have a place to be, a place to sit. Maybe this is Chili's or Dave & Buster's. I've always wanted to go to Dave & Buster's. Never been there. I gotta get there. Okay. I also find it very curious, not very curious, but interesting that your awareness is the Prince of Discs, and you end up at a 4 in Splendor. He definitely would like to be there, right? And it looks like you will too. Again, you getting there is not going to be so much fun. You're going to have to be coerced or forced or pushed into it. But once you get there, I see you having a nice time. Not a great time, but a nice time. It's Splendor, right? It's nice. It's nice. It's talking, it's back and forth, it's seeing that life has its ups and downs. And this is a slightly up. It's stability, right? Fours are stable. Stability that get messed up by the fives, but there it is. It's in your splendor. And I see you just having a nice time in a safe place, being able to express yourself and feeling good about it. Again, not great, but good. And you need that. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Foundation. This is what all the rest of the tree is built upon. This Ace of Swords. This 10, right? Remember I said that these become an ace for somebody else or for yourself. It happens in this tree. This is our exaltation, where we're welcome, where we like to chill and hang out. But this is our rulership. This one comes in, ruled by the moon, and says, "Hey, hold on, Ten of Swords, hold on. I got something to say, and you listen to me, because I'm your rulership." So we're like, okay, all right, we can add this Ten of Swords, and we'll listen to you. What's up? And what's up with this? We have a new idea. We have a new perspective now, because we went through that Ten of Swords, and now we can see things just a little bit more clearly. There's new clarity. We have new ideas. We have new goals. We have new strength. We have new energy. Anything differentiated is possible. We can make anything different with the sword. Anything with edges in time or space, whatever it is, we can see it now with clarity, with new purpose, with new opportunities. Anything can be differentiated with this card. There's also a great force being invoked for better or worse, and here I feel it is for better. And it's right underneath the Queen of Swords. I don't want to say she's the one that gives it to you, but it's interesting because this is just a reflection of what's on top, the truth. And this is our foundation for the month of October. We have a new clarity. We can see things clearly. We can see what's worth fighting for, what's letting go of, what we can let go of, right? We're in the year of adjustment. We're going to be letting go of a lot of things and bring new things into existence. Very interesting. So we go through all that, which is a lot, especially for Cancer, and what we ultimately manifest in the material world, where the chair is finally built and we can sit. Magus of Power, Mercurial Energy, Transparent Intelligence. This card is Beth House, and it's called that because it is taking everything we know, right? The wand, the pentacle, the sword, the disc, and building our own house. And what is our own house? Everything we experience. We're building a new house, Cancer. We're building a new house. And a nice house too, a house that we like, that we didn't think was possible before. Perhaps they're getting a new suit of armor. You ever see those Iron Man movies? Like, he's got a new suit every freaking movie. Perhaps this suit of armor gets destroyed because it's an understanding ruled by Saturn, and maybe you need to understand that this suit of armor just isn't cutting it anymore. Make so many superhero references. Batman Begins, right? He's got his armor. Then Dark Knight, he's like, I need to turn my head. You need to learn how to turn your head. You need a new suit of armor, right? Understanding, Saturn, endings. Boom, it's gone. And that suit of armor could be an ego. It can be so many things. But with this in manifestation, this is powerful. This guy is powerful. He's called the Magus of Power. He is pure consciousness moving into understanding. He understands the world and everything about it, and understands that it's all just a manifestation of consciousness, or God, or us as God, or however you want to call it. He understands it, and he uses it to the best of his ability. He can use his skills to make a situation better for everybody. He doesn't force anything, right? But he's very smart, and he's intelligent. He can negotiate in a shrewd and ingenious manner, and he has the highest perspectives. And he's aware. He has the awareness of wholeness, right? He's enlightened. And that came about through all this stuff. So we're at the time limit here. Let's go through it one more time. In October, in your pure awareness, you're looking for change. Kind of like on a regular basis. It's like a regular hum that you will not hear in the back of your head. Kind of like awareness. You just keep going, looking for change for whatever reason. That brings you to your wisdom and tells you see something nice and shiny, follow your gut, do what makes you happy. And who wouldn't? In your understanding, you have the Chariot here. You want to tackle your goals, again, immediately, decisively, and with purpose. And without stopping until it's done. Which brings us to, Ten of Swords. All right, may have overestimated ourselves just a little bit, and now there's an ego death. Low point. Only place to go from there is up. And our power is this Queen of Discs, who's going to help us heal, who's going to give us a different point of view, a new perspective, who's very loving and caring, I feel. In truth, we have this Queen of Swords. Again, could be you, could be us, could be someone else. But we have this perspective of, I should have known better, I should have done something better, self-pitying, stuff like that. And there it is. That's a personal localized consciousness, our ego. Our ego's a little hurt and beat up. In our victory, we have an overabundance of emotions that is going to force us to do something that we believe we don't want to do. However, in splendor, we have power, earthly power, that's nice and comfortable and appears to be just what we needed. In our foundation, root of the power of air, the Ace of Swords, where anything can be made different, depending on whatever it is you want. There's new clarity here. And with that new clarity, we create the Magus of Power. We become the Magus of Power. And we create a new home, a new armor, a new whatever we want. Because we went through all that stuff. Okay? Cancer, if you like the video, like the video. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe. And I will see you next month. All right? Much love. Bye-bye.